The premise of Art Center in the beginning was the school should emulate the type of working environment that the students would eventually go into.
Fiat recognized that Art Center is the foremost college for automotive design training. The Alfa 164 represents the first complete model that the Fiat Auto Company produced with Alfa Romeo and their re-entry into the United States market. I'm Trevor Fiore, and I was asked by architect Mario Maioli of Fiat Auto SPA to assist him in the coordination of this wonderful project between Art Center and Fiat, working with Alfa Romeo of Milan.
And also then to really formulate and understand their own motivations as to why they were going to create the design they were going to make.
What I concentrated on was to first celebrate Alfa Romeo's racing tradition. The way I'm going to approach that is to emphasize the engine.
I think Alfa Romeo is more like spiritual. It has romance, but it has strong tradition, and it's got a real spirit behind this car.
I've used early 20th century Italian futurism as my reference point, basis for designing the automobile.
The students came up with metaphors, with words, phrases that represented what they thought made an Alfa Romeo.
Motion and form and energy.
Performance, quality, and nobility.
Passion, pedigree, ancestry, heritage, capriccio.
Then those phrases were turned into abstract form studies in sketch form. And it was those beginnings which I think guaranteed the wide variety and individuality of the designs that we found in the project at the end of the term.
The Italian car, or Alfa Romeo car, tends to appeal to a special type of people.
It's something that you experience and feel.
The real excitement is when you get behind the wheel.
There's a certain purity to it. It's got to evoke some kind of powerful emotion.
Turn the key and hear that motor come to life.
We don't need to add anything to that.
Yeah, it's time to play.
That is an Alfa.
American cars to me are just...
After a period of time working in 2 dimensions, they arrived at scale drawings in 1/5 scale of their automobile presentation, and at that point Alfa Romeo reviewed the designs. They got some fantastic input, I think, at that point on what they needed to do to deal with the car to make it more in keeping with an Italian car, as well as some interesting input to understand form and surface development to a higher level. Then we started the difficult task, which is to take into consideration the realism and the functional needs of an automobile.
We were given the package from the beginning, and we didn't get to just go design. And they didn't tell us to design a wild 164.
To design a car around the 164 package was difficult for me to come out with a new look.
So I think there was some problem solving. It didn't just have to look good this time. It had to look good and work.
I learned how to get around the package and how to not to cheat too much and try to keep 4 people in the car.
Very good work, very good. Okay, I look forward to these models.
After the clay model is finally realized, basically the project has reached its finale.
I've got probably 60 plus hours left in the model.
Within the given time limit, there's no room for design improvement.
I have to finish front end, rear end, slicking the surfaces. After that,
this is it.
Can we have another week to do this? I need some more time.
Alfa Romeo reviews the project, they are very candid and very honest about how they feel about the design.
Car that's sophisticated with fluorescent yellow and fluorescent orange taillights, you know. Throw that out. Yeah.
There was another solution to that, and I could give you a million excuses why.
Well, there are no excuses.
It hasn't happened yet.
Yeah. If I hadn't been a graduate of this school, I might accept them.
Exactly.
I mean, if you look how you got these people in there, you're asking them to make a lot of sacrifices.
In some cases, I think the results were very positive, that these, in fact, had some characteristics that would lend themselves to future Alfa Romeos.
Yeah, I like the Alfa graphics in the front.
This is like having about 5 desserts all at once, you know. And there's a lot. It's a lot.
The car has an Italian Alfa Romeo appeal to it.
Well, that's, I think the Italians would understand the concept behind this.
Yeah. You know, you managed a big coupe without making it look ponderous. And I'm real impressed by that. This is the way did you see the way this fender peak comes into the door there? It's some nice modeling on this. Dramatic, really dramatic car.
Yeah, I've tried to do it for him. He just
tough.
He just said, "I'm the model maker."
Tough, but I mean that's really a bitch. It's son of a bitch of a thing to do. Christ, you know, it would take us about 3 weeks in the studio to come up with a hood like that. Yeah, it's neat. It's neat. Look at this car from back here. Come here. Right. This is perfect coming together like this. The tie into the taillights is, these are horrendous taillights, but tie-in there is very nice, particularly at the change of form. Boy, that's a nice model. That is a nice model. Complimenti. Excellent modeling skills.
As a professional, I am very impressed by the amount of work and enthusiasm generated during the 14 weeks of the project.
There's no question part of the Art Center education is a challenge that is impossible. It looks like there's no way we can possibly get this kind of work done, and it gets done.
The Art Center experience has been a really good one. It's, you know, it takes a toll on you, of course. I mean, you know, you want to do good, you want a good product, you know, you work.
You're forced to grow up. You become mature so quick compared to other school I've been to.
It's been a great experience, and I feel very lucky to be at the school.
Every term we go through this, you know, end of term, you know, no sleep, and I've been doing this for 2 years, and every time, the last day, the last presentation day, everything pays off, and then you get to go home. You can sleep a whole week.
And the students have a sense of satisfaction and accomplishment that comes from that you can't replace with any other kind of an experience.
Success all around, and we congratulate everybody concerned.